At 5, potholes remain unfilled. Drivers still filled with frustration, demanding action.
Do the streets the right way the first time so they don't have to come back and do it again.
We have a system that we're going to be working, and so that we hit all of the areas in the city.
Today, Cleveland announces a new plan, but will the patches weather the test of time? The News Channel 5 Pothole Patrol pushes the city for permanent fixes. Today, crews got to work to repair dozens of Cleveland streets, but it is an ambitious plan. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska is live on Pothole Patrol for the resurfacing at East 123rd and Buckeye. Paul, what is this approach, and is it proven to last?
Well, the city officials told us today that they made a list of the 80 worst side streets in need of resurfacing here in the city of Cleveland. They based their criteria on something we didn't even know existed or never heard of. The city calls it pavement management ratings. But not all of the streets on that list look all that bad. If the condition of the pavement on your street ranks as one of the worst, it's supposed to be one of the first to get resurfaced.
It was proliferated with chuck holes.
Darnell Brown, chief of operations for the city of Cleveland, explained to me that supervisors drove and rated residential streets.
We drove all of the routes that were the worst. We drove them in the last 30 to 45 days.
Today, East 123rd between Buckeye and Imperial is the first of 80 residential streets that will be resurfaced this spring and summer. Streets rated between 70 and 100% didn't make the cut. Those with 50 to 60% scores made the list.
Which is bad. Yeah. It's a bad condition.
That would be an F.
Yeah, it is an F.
We're on East 125th, north of Buckeye. You can see this sign means that this street is on the list to be resurfaced. But other than a couple of potholes here, does it look like the street that should be considered one of the worst in Cleveland? Nearby on Williams Street, so many potholes, hard to imagine anybody being able to dodge these craters. And we're not even sure it's on the list to be resurfaced because the city never gave us a copy of the list. Drivers fed up with flat tires are glad something is finally being done, even if it is one street at a time.
Hit a pothole and another tire went out. Had to go buy another tire. So that's 3-4 tires that went out already.
Now, not only did city officials not supply us with the list of those 80 side streets they consider to be the worst, in the worst shape, I also requested the criteria for grading these side streets, or the forms they use, and they didn't supply those either. Live in Cleveland, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.